Welcome to Susan's Kitchen. Today's show is going to be taking a different swing to the whole thing. We're doing a blind date. Well, I have Ida sitting next to me, and she is the other half of this blind date. How are you feeling about that?
I'm kind of nervous. I've never done this before, but I think I'm going to try it.
You're going to try?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's good. I want to see how it's going to go, and I hope it goes well.
I also hope
it goes
so.
well. And I thank you for coming to take on this challenge, because I look at it as a challenge.
It is a challenge.
Yeah. Well, you must stay tuned, please, because we're going to watch these two people and see the outcome, and we're going to tie it to food, because I believe food is a way to everybody's heart. Yes? Do you think so?
I do believe so.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, stay tuned. Let's see what happens.
Hello, my name is Walter, and I'm here on I'm seeking a mate, a new friend, a lady. I'm not demanding. I'm not looking for a particular height, complexion. Someone who'll understand me. Someone I can relate with.
Welcome back to Susan's Kitchen. We've got two people on set who don't even know each other, and I'm trying to hook them up and bring them together through food, because I believe that food is the way to everybody's heart. So I have with me, of course, Ida over here, and I'm going to show you a dish here. We're doing githeri.
Okay.
Githeri with a twist to it, and I want you to make it for him,
Okay.
and see what his reaction is, and then we're going to have him make you something, and then you guys will meet later on, and we'll see what the reaction is, and see if we can have some kind of chemistry going.
Let's do this.
Possible, yeah? Okay, all right. We start with a little oil in the pot. I'll give you that for mixing. A little oil in the pot. When's the last time you cooked a githeri for yourself?
I can't really remember.
Really? Huh? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay. When that gets hot, it's gonna fry up all these onions. Yeah. I hope you like onions. Do you, yeah?
I don't mind them.
By the way, tell me, what kind of a guy are you looking for?
Really, what I'm looking for at the moment is someone at least who's taller than me. And someone who's honest, someone who's caring, someone who's fun to be with. And actually someone who I can tell all the silly jokes that I have in my head. And
Yes.
we can laugh, or even look at each other and laugh, because we understand the
You
language.
understand each other. I listen to people talk, and I even on the radio stations, you listen to them talking about dating and all, and they're wondering, are women asking too much? Can men keep up with it and give us what we're asking for, yeah? Do you work? Are you working?
Yes, I'm working.
Yes.
I'm an IT consultant.
IT consultant.
Yes.
Okay, that tells me that you're successful, that you're sort of, you're a brainy girl. You're not one of those doormats. Yes, and it tells me the guy has to keep up with that.
Dating really isn't my thing, because I don't really have time for it. So this is a one-time thing, which
Yeah.
I hope is gonna work.
It's gonna work, yeah. Wow. Okay. What I've just put in there is parsley,
Okay.
a little bit of parsley, and the fire's on high, so that's okay. And this is basil. It's a herb. When you get it, it comes like this. This is dried, but you can get fresh basil too.
Okay.
But in the shops, the basil comes in seasons. It's not always there. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna add in a little bit of water. Not too much. We can add in some later. Blind date, is it something that you think a lot of Kenyan girls do?
Probably they do it for fun, not
it?
really for a long-lasting thing.
Yeah.
So I was just doing it also for fun.
Is it? Now, this is boiling, and the tomatoes have caught they become mushy. We want them to be
Smells
mushy.
nice.
Can you smell that? That's the basil. Right. This is yellow corn. In this one, I'm not going to be using the white maize. I want to use this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it in. Okay. And then, after that, I've got something here called chickpeas. These are beans. It's a kind of a bean.
Okay.
And they're called chickpeas, and you get them in the shops. You can get them in a tin ready to eat, or you can get them, in a packet. We're just going to let it cook down a little bit. Yeah. I'll put a little touch of pepper. Touch of pepper. Touch. And a little salt. Okay. And then I'll add some water in there, just to allow it to warm through. The beans are already cooked, the maize is already cooked, so you're just warming it through. That's it. Okay, I want you to cover that with the lid, and then I'll show you what else we're going to make. Yes, thank you. Right, here you go. I want you to mix this up. This is what we call the filling that's going to go into the lasagna. What lasagna it's an Italian dish, and it uses pasta. And this is a lasagna. It's a pasta sheets, and these are green because they've got a little bit of spinach inside them. And you buy them just like this, and they're pre-cooked. So you need to do just a half cooking in the oven, And lasagna is layers of the pasta. Layers of cheese, this is cheese, layers of the sauce, whatever sauce you're using, whether it's meat or vegetables, or in this case it's beans, a nice githeri that we're using. I'm showing you people out there how to do different githeris, and I hope you're enjoying this, using different beans, using different styles, so that you can all enjoy this. Okay, over here, I want you to take, this is Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
We've grated it. Please put it inside the big bowl.
All of it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then please put the egg in. This is cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, and I want to mix it in there, right in here. I'm just sort of going to squash it out. Just like that. Okay. Second one. It feels, no, it's fine. It's fine. This is going to make our sauce for the middle. You need a bit of sauce in the middle because those have to cook.
Okay.
And it's going in the oven. So if you don't put enough sauce in there, those will not cook, and then you're going to try cutting it later on and it's going to be hard. Can you please mix that up, please? Let me check on this and see. This is fine. I'm going to turn off the fire. And then in here, I'm going to take some of this. This is tomato puree.
Okay.
You know tomato puree, yeah? And then just kidogo, not too much. And it's going to give it color. Mix that up a little. Gives it nice color. How does that feel? Is it feeling nice and smooth? The reason it has lumps is because it's called cottage cheese. It's called cottage cheese, and cottage cheese, that's a tongue twister for me, will have some, is lumpy. It's quite runny, but it's lumpy like that, which is okay. You're not going to try and beat those lumps out.
No.
You're going to use it just like that. Right, this is fine. That's done. And then, this is nice and cold. We're going to take some Royco. Do you use Royco at home sometimes?
Yes, I do.
Yeah? Okay. And I'll take about half a tablespoon, something like that. And then I'll sprinkle it right in here.
Whoa.
Go ahead, mix it up. Yep.
This is fun.
You see that? It changes the color just a bit, it becomes a bit orange. We're going to use my ladle to spoon the filling into the dish. And we start with 4 sheets of lasagna pastry. Please, could you put it like that and put 4 of them down?
Okay.
There we go.
And then the fourth
That's
one.
okay. You can squeeze it somewhere. Find or overlap them just a little bit. It's okay. Overlap it so that they're equal. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then we start with the sauce, and what you want to do with the sauce is just spill it over the sheets. And you want to use about half of what we have in the dish. Yeah?
Could be too
Because yes, because it has to, you have to cover the stuff and it has to cook. Yeah. So that's that. You start with that. Then you take mozzarella. This is mozzarella cheese. It's a nice one. I like it. You take some of this and you sprinkle it right in there. I'm going to let you do the next layer because we're going to do 2 layers. I'll let you do the next one. All right, so some mozzarella in here. Next, we need some of the githeri, and that's going to go on the top. On the top of this. And you just want to spread it out. And we're going to do about half of this. Okay, so, we start with another layer of pasta. We need 4 sheets. About 4 sheets. Yes, go ahead.
But it all depends with the size of the...
Yes, the size of the dish. Because you might want a small one, which is maybe half the size of this. Then you use less. And when you do a lasagna, you never, stack them. Like you put 2, like many layers of this.
Okay.
It should only be 1 layer. And if they overlap, just a little, it's okay because it has to cook. And if you put like 3 thingies together, 3 layers,
Then.
it won't cook. Yes. Good.
So just spread it
Yeah,
out.
spread it on not all the way to the edge. Just as long as you make sure the sheets are covered,
Okay.
then the rest is okay. Because it goes in the oven and it's going to cook and bubble. So it sets the whole thing. Yes. That's fine. We can use a smaller one. Just spread it to the edges so that it covers the pasta so that it cooks. Put this in the back. Yes. Okay, next is it's a cheese. Yes. It's okay, just use your fingers. That's okay.
That should be it.
That's okay. If you like a lot of cheese, you can add more. If you don't, it's okay. All right, and then finally, yeah. Yeah, that's good. And the reason you want to spread it nicely is because when you cut the lasagna, once it cooks and it sets. You don't want to find that you have put a lot of something here in the middle and then in the corners there's nothing. Okay, finally, the last thing that goes on top now is another one of these. Is another layer of the cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the final one because it's going to go in the oven and it's going to brown nicely. And the cheese, once it browns, looks really nice. Mozzarella is a light. You can use cheddar. You can use cheddar cheese, but it's a bit more oily. Okay. Right. This is going to go into the oven at about 180 degrees centigrade. And it's going to stay in the oven for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on your oven.
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing to look out for is when it browns and it's bubbling, because it starts, this whole thing melts and then it browns nicely. Then it's ready to come out. All right, we're going to take a small break. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. You're watching Susan's Kitchen, and we are doing a wonderful show today. It's all about a blind date and putting these 2 people together and seeing if it's all going to work out. And we're going to tie it into food because I think food is a way to people's hearts. All right, I'm here with Walter. Walter is the other half of Ida, the girl that you met earlier on, and we're going to try and hook you 2 up together and see how it's going to go. Are you excited about that?
Quite excited.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? You're
Yes.
looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, let's get on with this because, of course, I want you to do a dish for her that she's going to enjoy. And I thought of a brownie. A brownie is a cake. It's a chocolate cake, and I think most girls like that kind of thing.
Sweet thing.
I know I do, yeah. All right, one of the nice ingredients is this. These are dates. Yeah,
Right.
and we get them in the supermarket now. Yeah. So these are dates, and they come just like this, and they're very sweet.
Totally,
You know?
yes.
Have you had a date before? One of these?
Dates, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Yes, dates.
Yes.
You know, but they're very sweet. They're very sweet. I want you to bring me some of that water. Just lift it up and bring it here and put a little bit inside.
Later.
Yes. Go
Tell
ahead.
me.
Go ahead. Okay, that's it.
Oh, okay.
I have the fire on high,
Okay.
and what I want is for these to become soft because they're quite sticky, and you know, because
Yeah.
they're full of
Sugar.
natural sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like honey.
Yes, yes, yes. So nice and sticky, and then they're hard. And you see that water's boiling away. It's become absorbed
Right.
into the dates. I'm just going to turn the fire off.
Right.
Now we need it to cool.
Okay.
So I'm going to pour it in here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let you take over from here.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah? I'll show you what to do. But before we do anything else, first this has to cool because it's right off the fire.
Okay.
Our next move is to put some margarine into here. But we have to just let it just sit a little bit, yeah. If you put the margarine now, when it's hot like this, it'll just all melt.
Oh, right.
It'll all melt, and you don't want it to melt. We need the margarine as not to melt, to be the way it usually is,
Right.
so that now you can mix it up and it becomes creamy. Yeah. What do you do?
I'm in customer care.
So what about this blind date? Why did you decide to do a blind date? Well, why did you decide to come?
I haven't been out for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm getting old. But then again, since I haven't been able to get time to go out, find someone to be with or someone to befriend, I thought, why not? If I was invited, it's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Mixing food with pleasure.
Yes, of course, exactly. Food with pleasure.
Yeah. All right.
What kind of a chick are you looking for?
I'm not a demanding person, so
Yes.
I have no particulars. But I'd say someone
Oh,
polite.
that's so nice. That is so nice. Thank you.
But
Yeah.
I'd say someone polite,
Yes.
someone intelligent,
Yes.
someone who can cook.
Okay. You're on the right track. Okay, good. I'm glad. Right, this is cooled enough, I think.
All right.
So, some margarine inside there.
Mix it.
Yes, please.
It's a bit harder.
A little bit hard. I've just
Right.
taken it out of the fridge.
Right.
Once you break it up, it'll
Serious.
and because it's warm, this
Yeah.
is still slightly warm. Good. Good. Yep. Yep, that's it. That's it. Good. Okay, while you do that, continue doing that. I'm going to pour this in.
Right.
This is whole wheat flour.
Whole wheat
What we call atta.
Oh, okay.
Atta.
Right. I do this in one direction, huh?
Yes, that's fine. Yes. That's good. That's good. Okay, next, this is cocoa powder. Quite a bit of cocoa powder because the brownie needs to be rich. Rich, rich.
Dark.
Yeah, dark. Exactly. Yep. And then this is baking powder.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then once you get that nice and smooth, hey, you're fast. Very good. You got it. Now next, this is mashed banana,
All right.
and it's going to add a nice flavor and sort of moistness to
Right.
the whole thing. So I'm going to drop it in. Let me just drop that in.
Right.
Drop that right in there. Yep. And finally, I'll put in this, which we call vanilla essence.
Okay.
So just give it a nice stir. Oh, good. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, now let's not beat it too much. Now, this is a company called Nutfields, and they do a very nice dry roasted and unsalted macadamia. Really nice and good. They're clean. You get nice, clean macadamia. Look at this. Nice, eh? So what I've done is just taken this and chopped it up. Chopped it up, yeah. So I'm going to put a little bit into here. Okay, and then just, yes, gently. We call it, what you're doing is called folding. Just
Folding.
gently, yeah, gently. And what you do with the macadamia, if you've opened the pack and you've only used half of it,
Right.
you seal it down, you roll it down and
The freshness.
yes, exactly. Maybe put an elastic band or something around it, you know. All right, that's good. That's good. Now, finally, you can use a little oil on there so that it doesn't stick. I'm going to use my fingers. Yeah, I'll use my fingers so it goes faster. Yeah. And this way, by greasing it like this, it's not going to stick. You can also add flour and put a little unga down here. That also helps it. Okay. Now, can we pour this? Just like this. This is called a spatula. And it really helps when you're doing cake. You see how it's taking that clean, nice and clean, yeah. Yeah, and it's nice and wide, so it gets a good scoop of everything. Can you try and spread that out slowly? Do it, yes, do it in one sweep. In one sweep, yeah. What's going to happen now is this goes into the oven, 180 degrees for about 25 minutes, okay? And then we're going to do a very nice melted chocolate on the top. This is melted chocolate that I put in the microwave. Can you see that? It's nice and runny. And this is dark chocolate, so it's not sweetened. And you put it in the microwave with a little oil, and you do like 40 seconds, and that's all. Otherwise, you overdo it, and it breaks, it splits, it cuts. So we're going to put this on the top. Once it comes out, I'll show you how it looks. Right, we're going to take just a little 2 minutes to do some plating, and we're going to see how everything looks. And these guys are going to get to meet each other. And let's see whether we see some sparks. Twing, 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 chemistry. Hopefully. I'm glad. Good. All right, back in 2 minutes. Well, we've come to the end of the show. And Ida, you're back on set with me. How are you feeling?
I'm kind of nervous now because I'm about to meet him, but hey.
You ready? You good? Rolling the drums. Walter, come in. Come in, Walter. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is Walter. Walter,
Hi.
this is Ida. Thank you very much for coming. How are you guys both feeling right now? Our hearts beating hard. They are. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you came to join us.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you helped me with some of these dishes. And I hope you go home and you actually do something like this for one another. Do you think you guys will sort of see each other and get to know each other a little bit more later after we're away from this show?
I would like to enjoy this meal with her.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. So when we sign off and we turn off the cameras and everything, why don't we hang around a little bit and, we'll leave you two to it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for watching at home. If you want these recipes, please go to my website, www.kenyankitchen.co.ke. And of course, you must get the magazine. It's called Kenyan Kitchen Magazine. It's out on the shelves, and you can get that too, so that you can. I want you to collect these recipes, and I want you to do them at home. All right? Well, thank you very much for coming. And thank you for watching at home. This has been good. I've enjoyed it very much. See you later.
When I saw him, I was wondering what is going through his head. Will I like him? Will we have a conversation? Will we enjoy our time together? But I really enjoyed the time we had.
Susan, I have to say thank you. Thank you again. It's been a new experience. I've found a new friend. I've learned how to cook brownies. Thank you.